3 reasons why I prefer the second Aunt Viv to the first one. Am I canceled yet? Hold on. I know it's a controversial take, and y'all about to take my black card, but hear me out first. Janet Hubbard was the original Aunt Viv, and she was replaced on The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air by Daphne Maxwell Reid. The reasons why, that should be on a whole nother video, because that had nothing to do with me. That's them and Will Smith. Before y'all start calling me a colorist, let me break down my reasons. So Janet and Daphne spent the same amount of time on the show. Season 1 through 3 was Janet, 4, 5, 6 was Daphne, respectively. And I didn't start watching the show till season 2. So I actually watched more of the show with Daphne than I did with Janet. That's my first point. For me personally, this is my personal opinion. And I was more of a Martin fan. So even when season 3, that's when Martin started, I was watching more Martin than I was watching Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. So I really didn't watch much of Janet Hubbard. Here's my second reason. When I did watch her, she reminded me of my grandmother. My grandmother was a disciplinarian, very stern, very make sure you get your stuff together. Now, as a child, see, y'all are thinking about this as an adult, but as a child, I didn't want to feel like I was going to get in trouble. So watching Will Smith always get in trouble made me feel like I was always getting in trouble. So that's why I didn't prefer Janet at that moment, where Daphne was a little softer and reminded me of my mother, who was a little softer and less rigid towards discipline when it came to her children. And number 3, Will Smith couldn't act. So the show, and during the first couple of seasons, so the show was almost unwatchable if you really paid attention. It was kind of cringy watching Will Smith in the first couple of years of the show, and he really picked up his stride in the later seasons of the show, and I think the chemistry was a little bit better with him and the cast. So it was a little bit more enjoyable in general for me. So I favor Daphne Maxwell Reid for those reasons, not ignoring the impact that Janet Hubbard has and why so many people prefer her. But that's just my personal opinion. Fight me later.